Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024. We are back with another episode here today, and we start off with a little bit of bad news. Bash has unfortunately left, which is really unfortunate because he was one of our kind of younger players that we had grabbed to kind of bring the team up divisions. Unfortunately, he has departed. He will see us later. But I mean, he did play with us for a good couple. I mean, look at that. That's a lot of appearances last season. Played a lot of games. Scored 3 times as well. So, you know, he had a good run with us, a good time with us. But now that does mean he is gone. Unfortunately, that's fine. That's just a one day. This group isn't blessed in regard to crossing. There's concern about the kicking. Oh, okay. So they're good at defending the near post. All right. Right, they're good at defending the near post. Okay, so let's go into the tactics real quick. Look at the set pieces, look at the corners, and the aim on attack is to now aim for the far post instead. And we will tell the lads to go for that, try and attack the far post rather than the near post, because if they're good at defending the near post, then we'll make that change. Unfortunately, Probert is gone. That's so rough. That's really unfortunate. I've got kind of like my squad depth chart just on paper in front of me. And that means I'm going to have to get him off that list. That's a rough one to take. I'm not going to lie. That is a rough one to take. I'm a little bit down about that one, actually. But I suppose it is what it is. We'll have to keep working. I have had a look at another player to bring in. His name is Brennan Grigg, who's got really nice mental stats, really good. The stats are, I mean, they're pretty good all over the place. He's basically going to run forever. To be honest with you, that's what he's really going to be going for. And if we look at the players in range, this was the search that actually got me him, and it was mostly focused just on the mental stats. If we lower those mental stats, then we're going to get a lot more selections. If we then go to the finishing and first touch, we've actually got the best players for that already. So if I lower that again, 7th, there's no one there. 6th, again, there's no one there. And it finally does add a third man. It's Aaron or Brighton, exactly. So it is players in range. We're keeping the non-negotiables in there. And then it's the other stats that really make it an interesting one. Look at that. The players in range on the non-negotiables, it's just our players now. Yeah, hide that notification. I don't need that right now. Anyway, that we are what, 5 days from the next game against oh, yeah, okay, that's good. We've done well in training against Acton. If we take a look at the table real quick, we are currently sitting in 3rd. They are down in 11th, having lost 2 games. We haven't lost a game yet. We've drawn quite a few, however. And since we did decide we're going to go with the attacking mindset in games, it has been an interesting one. You know, it was quite good in the last game where we managed to control that game for a good portion of it. But the win against Metrogas is actually really nice. Then again, the red card did help. But that was the game that really told us, the Saints game, that's the game that really told us we are going the right direction. Because we were 3-0 down and we brought it back. Anyway, I'll be right back once we are at the Acton game, unless there are any other major things to let you know about. Wowza, and would you believe it? We can't even get Brennan Grigg. He's gone to another team. He's gone for a pretty hefty monthly wage that we can't really match. So I do get it, but nonetheless, we'll continue on. It just means that we don't have that extra kind of backup player. He is a right back, and we're actually pretty sorted in the right back position, but it is mostly me saying I want to work on these non-negotiables. I want to make sure that we're bringing in players that have those mental stats that are going to help the team. If there are injuries, there are players that step up and they don't kind of, you know, drop in any way. You know, that's kind of what I mean. Okay, Payne wants to start more games, basically. And we're gonna give him that, basically. Yeah, he wants to start more games. Let's go and tell him that he can indeed start again. The reason he was dropped is because he made some pretty bad mistakes. So you can't really moan at me for that one. Like, he made some pretty bad errors. So the fact that the fact that he still wants to play is probably a good thing. But I do feel quite justified in my dropping of him, to be fair. Okay, Murphy removed. Do we? Are we trying to get Henrik Jewell? I didn't know we were trying to do that, but we can have a look at him. We know nothing about him. Nothing really doing there. Okay, let's get to the acting game. Right, so going into this game, we are actually expected to win. We've got expectations of a win from everyone there. And on top of that, we actually have an easy win predicted over here as well. So maybe the squad has improved, significantly. Maybe it has improved enough that it wants me to drop into a 4-3-3. Interesting. I kind of want to keep where we're at the minute. It did ask me to drop Sunderman for Gilbert, which I'm okay with giving that a go. Any other changes I want to make in there? Actually, he said he wanted Makasini Kanye in there on the left, which I can get behind as well. And it wanted me to give Brathwaite a run in at centre back. I'm happy to make these kind of changes. They're all kind of little. The dressing room doesn't agree. It's more or less the same team. There's only a few changes to that team. It's not a dramatic change in the lineup at all. So we'll see what happens from it. We're doing well. We're on a good run. Keep it going. And I trust each and every one of you to go out there and do your thing. We've got Frankie Glennon up top as well, which is quite nice. Look at so many players don't have faces. And look at that. Payne and Tucky, they all look very similar. Okay, here we go. Hennessy on the ball. The start back to Bavanganga to a Fogbu. And this is just the intro highlight. Will it lead to a goal? We don't really know, but we are pinging the ball around a little bit, which I am a fan of. We go over the top. It goes out to Faulkner and Frimpong, and that is the end of that first highlight. So Bavanganga now. Here's a proper highlight. 1 minute in. Bavanganga into Tucky. Find a forward pass if you can, but I don't mind you going back. It's not the worst thing. There we go. There's a forward pass, but Glennon can't quite get there. And the loose ball is gathered by the acting goalie quite well in the end. Now, are they going to kick it long? No, they go for a couple of passes. Triggs back to Frimpong. Back to Triggs. No, forward to Jones. Good pass. Good run as well. Look at that. He's got a bit of pace about him. Goes to Colley. Out wide to Canderton, who's going to... No, doesn't whip it in the end. Zamel to Colley to Canderton, and he's in, and that's a well saved by Alex Payne. Very, very good save. Keeping it at 0-0, and I'm very happy with that for now. I don't mind that at all. Zamel whips it in. Tucky jumps. Okay, we've been given a free kick. I was like, I don't know what's going on there. The ball's bouncing around. No idea. But it doesn't matter in the end. We take a free kick. And looking at things just to a start here, it actually looks like acting are growing into the game a little bit. 47%. No, the momentum is kind of back with us. We'll see what happens here. We've got a corner kick. We've made that little tactical change going into this game to aim the corners at the back post. Gilbert's actually aimed that one at the near post that time. That's not what we want. That's not following the tactics. Kanye to the back post. It's a good punch from the keeper, Bavanganga. Perhaps with a long shot, he does. It's well saved. And I like that from Bavanganga. If the space opens up, move into it. Take that shot. Gilbert aiming for the back post this time. Don't forget. He does aim for the back post. It comes up to a Fogbu who's going to look for a pass inside. Surely, no, he gets his pocket picked. And then he runs back really well, trying to make up that ground. And then Bavanganga actually gives away a foul that would probably be a yellow card for a counter-attack. But it actually wasn't. We got away with that one. Not bad. Kanye to Gilbert, into Kanye, to the back post. The Fogbu can't quite grab it. That should have been caught, I would say. They kicked long. Kennedy's going to be able to get there. He does. Into Brathwaite, forward to Bavanganga. I love the kind of the way we are passing around at the moment is other than that pass. But the way the defenders are willing to pass it around is, I'm quite happy with it. And it feels like the squad is feeling quite unified, coming together quite well. Just hopefully that can translate to results. Jones whips it to the back post. Canderton jumps and Payne takes the catch quite easily in the end. And we stay at 0-0. And the momentum it is actually still with us. So this tactic is still doing its thing. Maybe, just maybe, again, Valentin punches. And I really would like someone to be on the end of that. Because Tucky isn't really there. So would it be the worst idea to kind of drop? That's frustrating. We don't actually have a centre mid out and out other than, Summerfield can. Drop like that into a centre mid position, like a slight extra one. Fogbu's good where he is. A little bit lopsided. A little bit, but maybe that'll work. We'll see if we add that middle, because it's multiple times. The keeper's punched it away like that, and we've had no one to really clean it up. It would be nice if we had a centre mid, basically an out-and-out centre mid, kind of drifting or kind of holding position on the edge of the box, ready to clean that up. And oh, that's a bad miss from Bavanganga. Jumped for the header, missed it, and the cross in was very, very nice. It was a bit of a mistake from Bavanganga at the end there, but we will go with the tactical changes. We will. Possession is still with us. Hopefully, we can really take advantage here with that little change, moving Summerfield back into a middle of the park role, which he also, I think if I did order the matrix by centre mid, he would still be the best player in that position regardless. And look at that really good play. Hennessy across and Glennon is there. And I'm not going to say that that's because of the tactical change. I don't think it is. I think that was coming anyway. I think the goal was coming anyway. But we instantly respond. We weren't behind for very long. Hopefully we can now defend this corner. We move up from 5th, but the table didn't actually show anything there. That was interesting. Faulkner jumps well up and out. Jones with a long shot goes wide. And that's okay for Alex Payne. He was there anyway to stop it, so I don't mind that so much. Possession really is with us. So you know what? I'm going to go attacking here. I'm going to try and get some goals before the halftime break. And really just, impose ourselves. That's what we're about. That's what we're going for this season. We're really trying to make things kind of go our way. Force things to go our way. Well, with a good ball in. That's in off the... Dang it. Okay, go and attack in. Maybe that isn't the answer. We'll go positive. And in fact, let's try and get the ball into the box a little bit. Everything else is... I'm going to go a little bit shorter on the passing. Just a little bit. Yellow card to one of the Acton players. Momentum is back with us a little bit. We're going to have to come out and do something a little bit different in this second half. We will make those changes going into the second half. There we go. Okay, into the dressing room. Keep going. We'll get the win. We will get the win. Okay, we're going to bring in Hickinson for Gilbert. Put him straight down the centre. Summerfield will go back out wide. Tucky is okay where he is. In fact, do we want to... I think I'm actually going to make a bit of a change here like this. Really shore up the defence a bit. Maybe Hickinson can go in strike mode. Fogbu can, and we'll kind of drift in like a very narrow attack. Very narrow. But really short on the passing. Yeah, I think that might be able to do it. And we'll go expressive with the attack. See if they can create a little something. Okay, so that's 2 changes made. We've still got one more change to make at some point. Let's see if we can wrestle back control in this game. Acton have played well. And it looks like they might get another chance here. Sandy to Triggs, and that's fired quite high. Payne gets a save, gets a fingertips on it. It goes out for another corner. Really early doors in this second half. We jump. We try and clear it away. We do clear it away. There we go. Tucky jumps highest that time. Springpong on the ball. No, that's the end of the highlight. Okay. Okay. The momentum is still very much with Acton right now, which I'm not a fan of. They're trying to play it from the back, in which case, trigger those presses even more. Play up high. Play up real high. Okay. You know what? We're going to go attacking again. Haven't really generated enough shots here in this game, but we are playing this high line now, this high press. Should be able to win the ball back more, and we do there, and somehow Kelleher doesn't get hold of that. Now they are playing really quickly through us. Steve Jones on the ball, finds Triggs, and Triggs scores. And this is kind of the other side of the coin, isn't it? Is that if we don't take our chances, if our dominance in possession doesn't lead to chances in attack, then things aren't really going to go our way. Ganga's made some costly mistakes. Okay, I'll back that. Make that swap. In fact, let's go a little bit direct. Okay, 70 minutes here. Not long to really kind of figure this out. We've gone long with that one. That's because I've asked them to go direct, of course. Go standard on that. Play through the middle. We're playing down the wide when we don't have wide players. Bit of a mistake from me there. Wasted a 10 minutes potentially. They go long. Brathwaite wins the first header, but we can't win the ball back. We're really struggling to retain the ball off of those kind of 50-50s, which is frustrating me. There we go. Kelleher to Summerfield. Into a Fogbu. Into Kanye. Now he moves forward. Really nicely into a Fogbu. Really good passing here. Kelleher goes long. Summerfield is there. Takes a touch. And I think he's got to be looking to square that, doesn't he? I think he's got to be looking to square that across to the keeper. Across the keeper to the other striker. Okay, we're going very attacking now, and I'm actually going to have to change things up, and we're going to have to put numbers back forward. Tucky. Step up, I guess, buddy. None of them know their positions now. It's really, really out of control. Ten minutes to go. They're gone with a back five because they just want to block us out. Does not look like this one is going to work for us, unfortunately. 3 minutes of added time. Prowless wasting time. Yep, you can't blame them. They whipped that one in. It's well saved by Payne. I feel like Payne's actually had a relatively good game, all things considered. Dropping down to 8th because of one loss is absolutely bonkers. Gator goes long. Hickinson gets there. Hennessy forward to a Fogbu. He is through. I don't know where he's going. He somehow scored. He didn't attack the goal. He didn't really drive towards the goal, but somehow we put the ball in the back of the net. It's 3-2. And if we manage to win the ball back, oh, dang it. Well, I mean, good stopping work from Gator there anyway. But if we manage to win the ball back and get up the pitch, maybe there's a 3-3. But, well, they've wasted about 40 seconds taking this throw in. And, of course, there's no yellow cards going their way. So just a 1-goal loss. We weren't good enough. As simple as that. Yeah, we weren't. We weren't good enough in attack. We didn't really... I don't know. Did we have enough shots? I don't think we did. I don't think we had enough shots. Maybe this is the other side of that coin, like I was saying, where we need to start cautiously and see if we can build into the game and then go attacking. I don't know. We'll see. We will keep... Yep, with unpredictable outcome. And that one, we'll look at that. That's good. That's fine. Does that mean there are... No, there are still 2 teams without losses. Larkspur and Bermondsey. Of course, who we drew 2-2 with. But yeah, the table is so tight, so... close, it doesn't really matter. Next up, week's time, Larkspur. There it is. You can see it just creeping up on the right-hand side there. They're currently sitting in 2nd. They're looking pretty good. We need to bounce back from that result against Acton and see what we can do in this next game. Okie dokes, we're at the Larkspur game. There's some other games that have been played around us as well in other matches. And look at that, Bermondsey is still going pretty strong. They're currently sitting top of the league with 4 wins and 3 draws. If we could manage just a win here, we'd jump to 12 points. We would literally just be behind them because of that one loss in that last game. Today against Larkspur, another team that are going pretty well. If they could get a win, they would be looking good as well. We've made just a little bit of a change, just a slight change to the formation. And all it is bringing the wingers back in the hope that we will have a little bit more, just a little bit more control in the middle of the park. Gator comes off there. Mason Hall will go in. Papanganga made a few mistakes, so it might be an idea to give James Devine another turn out there at the right back position. He actually likes to play as a no-nonsense, so let's personalize that in the tactics screen. Let's personalize that for him as a no-nonsense fullback. He prefers that, so that's fine. We'll work with that. Hickinson is actually, an advanced playmaker support. That's Fine by me. We'll hit a quick save on this just to do that. There we go. And then into the team selection. I don't think we're going to make any other changes in defense just yet. No, I don't think so. I think we're looking all good. That's the team we're going to go with. A few changes. Finally, Hickinson is actually getting the chance to go for 90 minutes per potentially, depending on how he plays, because we've usually used him as a super sub kind of thing, you know. So let's see what we can do here today against Larkspur. We do need to try and find a win. Last time out, we were unable to. This time out, we've got to give it a good go. Let's go. Larkspur in the red. We're in our green. Of course we are. And this will be the last game of today's episode, guys. Just 2 games in today's episode. Hopefully a win to round things off and kind of get us back on track and up the table. Hopefully. Because it's been a really weird start to the season, but we've played quite well. Even in that last game, it only ended 3-2. And you got to think the 1 or even maybe 2 of the goals that we conceded were straight up made from errors from our defenders. Wow, we're taking yellow cards already. Wow, not ideal. Well done, Summerfield. Really well claimed. Plays it forward to Hickinson, who looks back for Summerfield. Goes on his own a little bit, finds Tucky, finds Hickinson, and the midfielders are playing around a little bit. Fogbu, nicely done. Go back or just run. Yeah, just run. He's got a bit of pace about him. Into Divine, who whips it all the way to Ford, who puts it in the back of the net. And that is... Oh, it's been disallowed. Wowza, okay. Well, that's a slightly unfortunate one, because that's a really good ball in from Divine. Not really worried about his yellow card just yet. Okay, so the possession is evening out a little bit now. 57-43. Is actually dropping just a tad. We might want to drop into... It's a bit of an aimless free kick, that one. We might want to go into the plan A here and try and play for a little bit more control in this game. But then it does feel like we play that way, we're just so much less likely to grab goals, which is, you know, ultimately all we're really here for. Summerfield working against his man. Where's he going to go? Goes back to Kanye, eventually into Tucky. There, Summerfield is into Ford. One-on-one, it's deflected and then saved. Ford didn't really make that kind of darting run into the opposition box that we would have hoped there. Summerfield whips this towards the back post. We jump and it goes over. Or maybe we should be aiming at the centre of the goal on those, actually, because the back post is going to be very difficult to score from. So, yeah, maybe we'll aim at the centre. Mark the keeper. Wow, look at that. We can mark the keeper. Attack the ball from the edge. Attack the ball from the edge. We get another one to mark the keeper? 2 mark keeper? No, we can't. Okay, A3, lurk at far post. No. Attack the near post then? We'll just... Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. A4 is just go forward. Let's... Let's drop you into a lurk outside the area kind of thing. Maybe even move you back a little bit if we could. Okay, we'll confirm those changes in the corner tactics. Not aiming at the near post or the far post every time. Giving ourselves a little bit more by aiming at the centre and hoping that the attacking players will get it. I mean, that's a bad pass from Tucky. That's really bad. And we're lucky we don't get punished for it. Come on. We've got to be better than that. We really do. This is another game against Larkspur. We've played Larkspur many times over the years. I would love to see what our actual kind of record against them is. I mean, that's definitely something we could find. 1 second. How could we find that? We'll go to Peckham. We'll go to competitions. We'll go to Larkspur. History. General. I can't. I know there is a way. I know there is a way. Competitions. No, see, I just can't find it. And marks. No, yeah, that's fine. Jeremiah Everest, obviously, we took from Larkspur. No, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, but I know there is a history tab somewhere where you can find out exactly how you've played against a certain opposition. That's, again, a really bad pass. Well reclaimed by Hennessy, but he can't get Exactly what I was talking about in the last one. Oh wait, have I not got? I've got shoot on sight on. Okay, cool. We've got to block this out. They can't be getting easy chances in there. Gehi back to Deck, who shoots it all over the bar. That's a goal kick. That's no biggie. We are taking control of possession just a bit. 52 is a little bit further in our favour. 53. Is it ticking up or not? Just straight down to evens 50 here. Okay. And it does seem like we are, again, struggling to make it count. Struggling to make it count with our attacks. Maybe we'll slow the tempo down just a bit. And even turn that off. Turn that off and try and give them a little bit more like fluidity, I suppose. I want to be so structured all the time. Let my good players do their thing. Maybe that's what we need. There's halftime. Okay. I want to see the analytical data. We're really not getting the ball in their area all that much. We're not. Okay, you know what? We're going to send them up. Going to send them up a bit. It's only 0-0. Don't forget, like we aren't, you know, out of this game. It's only 0-0, but I'm just really thinking about the fact that we are not generating chances in this game. And Tucky again gives the ball away cheaply. Maybe I need to tell him to stop taking risks with the ball. He is. Or maybe you just need a slightly better player in there. Give Kelleher a go. There we go. Devine wins it back. Hickinson on the ball. This is still early doors on the highlights here. Fogbu finds the pass. Hennessy, go, go, go. Lovely stuff. Look for a Fogbu or look for a ball in. He finds a ball in. Ford jumps and nods it over the bar, but at least it is a shot in our favour. Okay, Kelleher's come on for Tucky. Now, let me just quickly check Kelleher's stats here. That will be something to check. So, Tucky, his passing stat is 8. It's actually not that bad for the, comparing. 3 for Kelleher, so really not that great. If we look at the squad again, go into the midfielder stats, sort it by passing. The best we have is Williams and Norman, who I haven't really been playing. So maybe they do need a run back in there. Maybe they will be important players just to put in as CM. Maybe. I don't know. Trying to figure this game out on the fly a little bit. Richards has a bit of space there. Way too much space. Rogerson back to Ebekwe. He shoots it and it's off the post. And oh, that's so lucky and unlucky. Oh, it's been disallowed. There we go. 1 each. Oh, now. Ford. Oh, goes over the bar, off the wall. You know what? I'm just going to make that decision to drop us into the control tactic. Yeah, okay. It's a far more kind of reserved tactic. It might invite a bit of pressure, I'm not sure. But it might just be the answer to this game. We can't have one answer to every game. Hickinson cuts inside, lovely play. Shoots it and it's deflected. No, was it deflected or was that a pass? I'm not sure. Either way, Hennessy has put it in. He's dancing the jig. We've got the goal, so maybe the tactical change did work. I really don't know. Okay. Kelleher, great tackle, but we again can't win the ball when we win the ball. It's really frustrating me that we make a tackle or we win a header, but we still don't actually take control of the ball. And it's really getting on my nerves. 1-0 up. Instantly 1-1. Okay, Payne, just an easy pass out there, bud. Just an easy pass out there. That's fine. There we go. Kennedy, forward. Forward. There we go. Good work. And that's a cracking pass. Over the top. Hennessy is there. That's rough. What's Hickinson's passing stat? It's 6. Let's get Harris on. Make a striker change. See if it works. One all. 14 and change to go. Left on the clock. Ibekwe goes forward. Passes it off. Blackman shoots off the post. Well done, Kennedy. Well done, Harris. Look at that lovely play. Look how quickly we got the ball forward. Harris, you didn't have to put that much welly into it. You could have just chipped it over. Ball is well out of position there. Made it back, and eventually they play a bad pass. And Harris goes forward, gets tackled with. Not really keeping it calm here, are we? Oh, really well defended. We're kind of hanging on here. Blackman back to Gahey, shoots it over and out. Oh, I'm going to have to stick us on defensive here because I feel like we are getting absolutely dominated come the end of this game. Okay, we're going to go balanced, adding that third striker up there and just seeing if there's a little something for us at the end of this game by throwing a Fogbu in there. Really good, fast, technical player. The cross in finds no one, but they are in there now. They are in there looking for... Well, the press should be on, basically. Let's go. Press them up. Let's go. Richards, don't let him find an easy pass. There we go. Force him to go long. We actually take the ball back. Hall into Kelleher. Out wide or back, and then down here goes long, and we lose it. And that was so unnecessary to go long like that. Exactly what I don't want us to be doing. Exactly what I'm telling us to do to the opposition is what we've just done there. We've just cleared it long when there were passes available. Well done, Fogbu gets that one away. Kelleher tries to get control but can't. Blackman on the ball to Gahey, shoots it over the bar. We've got a minute and change now. Oh my word. Another attack to block out here. Yeah, get across there. Get across there. They are... Oh, it was blocked that time. I was going to say they are firing shots in now. Really trying to get this goal that will win them the game. Well done, Kanye. But you didn't need to do that, did you? There you go. You didn't... Oh, you didn't need to do that. Just absolutely belting it for no reason. That is ridiculous. Oh my word, again, I've been let off. I'm about to get angry at my players for doing stupid things. There was no one around him. He just cleared it long and then didn't chase it when he definitely could have got there. They go long again. That goes to no one. We'll take a goal kick and there's only 10 minutes to go. Look at that. He's going to run and get the ball. Wants us to play another one. We're not. We'll take a 1-1 in a game that we didn't really deserve a 1-1 from. They had 2 disallowed goals. We had 1. And at the end of that, there was just so many examples of just awful decision making. Like Kanye, there was no one around him, not literally within 10 yards. And he just clears it long, then half chases it, and then lets it go off. And I'm left like, you could have not done that. Basically, you could have not done that. Is what I want to say. Either way, we take a draw, which isn't the worst thing to happen. We played a lot of teams in the high end of this. I feel like we played a lot of teams in the high end of that table. Taking a look at the schedule, Peckham, Bermondsey, Acton, and Larkspur. We've got... No, Peckham are down there. We played Brentham. Yeah, no, we haven't played Brentham. We played Metrogas, who are also below us. But then we've played Acton, Saints, Larkspur, and Bermondsey. And Newbury. And Newbury are also a little bit lower. So it's actually a pretty even split. 3 teams above us, 3 teams below us. Actually, no, 4 teams above us. Yeah, Saints, Larkspur, Bermondsey, Acton. We've only lost 1 game. It was that Acton game, of course. But again, we are drawing too many games. A bit like last season, just drawing too many games. Got to turn these ones into wins. Somehow. Give him some time. Yeah, give him some time. Okay, so we're into October. The next game will be Elmstead. That'll be next time, guys, and that'll actually be the only episode, the only game of the next episode. Just be a 1-game episode against Elmstead. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. We are still... We've dropped a little bit because, of course, we only took 1 point from this episode with a draw and a loss. But the fact that we have only lost 1 game, we just need to score more. We just need to score and generate more chances. We need our creative players doing a little bit more. I've got to try and figure it out. Thank you for watching. I shall catch you next time.